Good day everyone, I am teacher Natalie and I will be your guide in sharpening skills and enhancing your minds in order to face the challenges here in Mathematics 9. Ready your self-learning modules, your paper, and your pen with you. For today's video, we will be able to study Module 3 entitled Solve Problems Involving Quadratic Equations. Let us take a look on the steps in solving problems. So first, read and analyze the problem carefully. Determine and represent the unknown for each problem with a variable. Second, translate the problem into mathematical statements. Form a quadratic equation. Third, solve the quadratic equation using factoring, extracting square roots, completing the square of a quadratic formula. And lastly, check the answer if it satisfies the condition of the problem. Now, alam na natin ang mga 4 steps ng pag-solve ng problems. I-apply natin ito ngayon sa following examples. First problem, the sum of two numbers is 24. And their product is 128. Find the numbers. Una, mag-represent tayo. Unahin natin itong the sum of two numbers is 24. So kung mapapansin ninyo, two numbers ang involved dito. Pwede natin itong i-represent as first number and second number. Susunod, i-let x natin yung first number. Pangalawa, kung titignan natin ito, ang involved na operation is sum, meaning to say that is addition. So, itong number na to, kapag pinag-add daw, ang result is 24. So, kung ang ating first number is x, kabaliktaran ng addition para makuha natin yung second number, that is subtraction. So, our second number will represent as 24 minus x. Next, gagawa tayo ng equation out of this representation. Gamit naman yung ating second clue, which is their product is 128. So, ang meaning involved na operation dito is multiplication. So, the first number times the second number will result to 128. So, by substituting the representation in the given equation, the first number will be represented as x. Second number will be 24 minus x. So, multiplication ang involved dito is equal to 128. So, by distributing property, i-distribute natin si x sa 24 minus x. So, x times 24 is equal to 24x. Then x times negative x, that is negative x squared. Then copy is equal to 128. Next, we're going to arrange this equation na naka-arrange siya by term. We have quadratic term first. We have negative x squared. Susunod naman ang linear term, which is positive 24x. Then, we're going to transpose 128 as a constant dito sa left side ng ating equation. So, magiging negative 128. Then, i-equate natin siya sa 0. Next, kung mapapansin nyo, ang ating quadratic term ay nasa negative. So, by multiplying negative 1 sa lahat ng term na ito, magiging positive x squared. Then, ito mag-iiba naman ng sign, magiging negative 24x. Then, ating constant term magiging positive 128. Then, equal to 0. Then, solution. So, copying this quadratic equation, ang gagawin natin, we're going to factor out using the factoring method. So, mag-iisip tayo ng dalawang numbers na kapag pinag-multiply, lalabas si 128. Then kapag pinag-add naman natin, lalabas si negative 24. So ito ang ating factored equation. We have x minus 8 times the quantity x minus 16 is equal to 0. So paghiwalayin natin itong dalawang term na ito, we have x minus 8 is equal to 0 and we have x minus 16 is equal to 0. So by transposing negative 8 sa kabilang side or right side ng equation, we will get x is equal to 8. Ganon din sa kabila, we have to transpose negative 16 to the right side of the equation and it will become x is equal to 60. So our two numbers will be 8 and 16. So let us check if nagsasatisfy nga itong ating nakuhang sagot doon sa problem. So let us check. We have the sum of two numbers. So ito yung ating first clue dito, sabi niya is 24. So if we're going to add 8 plus 16, so makukuha natin si 24. So check na tayo doon. Second clue naman, we have their product is 128. So if we're going to multiply 8 times 16, we will get 128. So meaning to say, the answer or the two numbers na hinahanap natin will be, okay, next, let's proceed to problem number 2. A plantita has a rectangular garden whose length is 3 meters, more than twice its width. If the area of a garden is 44 square meter, find the dimensions of the garden. So, mag-represent muna tayo. Bago natin i-represent yung given variable, tignan natin yung keywords na nakapaloob dito. Una na dito yung area. Ano ba yung area na hinahanap? We have different kinds of area. Depende yun sa hinahanap na shape. So, tignan natin. We have the rectangular. So, for area of rectangle, meron tayong ginagamit na formula which is A is equal to length times width. So, in representation, we're going to use the width and length. Next, so let us represent x as width. Ngayon, paano natin i-represent yung length? So, sa length naman, so based on the problem, length is, so pag nakikita nyo yung word na is, it represent equal sign sa mathematical symbol. So, we have equals to 3 meters. So, we will write here 3 is equal. Then, the word more than represent a addition or sum. So, maglalagay tayo dito ng plus. Twice its width. So, twice represent as 2 times the width. Ano ba yung width natin kanina? We have x. So, 2x. Next, we have to equate, gagawa tayo ng equation gamit ng ating representation. So, sabi ko kanina, ang ating formula for rectangle or area of a rectangle is A is equal to length times width or length times width is equal to area of a rectangle. So, magdo-drawing tayo dito ng illustration which is this x represents the width, our 2x plus 3 represents the length, and the overall area is equal to 44 square meter. So, by substituting the given formula, we have x represents as the width times the length, which is 2x plus 3, is equal to the area, which is 44. Next, by distributing x to the quantity 2x plus 3, so x times 2x, that is 2x squared. Next, x times 3, that is plus 3x. Then copy equals 44. So, ayusin natin to at gagawin natin standard form ng quadratic equation. So, copy natin itong quadratic term and linear term. Then, yung ating constant term, which is 44, ililipat natin siya sa left side ng equation at magiging negative 44. Then, equate natin siya sa 0. So, this is our quadratic equation. Next, let's solve. So, solution, we have 2x squared plus 3x minus 44 is equal to 0. We're going to factor out this quadratic equation. We will get 2x plus 11 times the quantity x minus 4 is equal to 0. So, pag hihiwalay natin itong dalawang to, magiging 2x plus 11 is equal to 0 and x minus 4 is equal to 0. So, isolve muna natin itong una. Una, ililipat natin si 11 sa right side. Magiging 2x is equal to negative 11. Next, hindi pa ito ating final answer dahil meron pa siyang coefficient na 2 dito sa ating x. So, we will divide 2 sa left and divide by 2 dito sa right ng ating equation. So, magka-cancel na dito si 2. So, we have x is equal to 11 divided by 2. So, ito na yung ating unang value ng x. Another, sa kabilang side naman, we have x minus 4 is equal to 0. Ililipat natin si negative 4 sa right side ng equation, magiging x is equal to 4. So, ito yung ating second value ng x. As you can see, meron tayong positive 4 and negative 11 divided by 2. Pag pinag-uusapan ang measurement o sukat, walang negative na value. So, pwede natin siyang alisin itong value na unang x or tinatawag natin siyang extraneous solution kasi hindi natin siya magagamit. So, ang gagamitin lang natin na sagot is x is equal to 4. So, tignan natin itong x is equal to 4, isa-substitute natin sa given representation, which is yung width natin is x. So, magiging 4 meters siya. Ang ating length naman, we have 2x plus 3. So, isa-substitute natin yung value ng 4 dito sa x. So, magiging 2 times 4 plus 3. So, 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3, that is 11 meters. So, ang ating width represents 4 meters and our length represents 11 meters. So, tingnan natin kung lalabas ba si 44 square meter as our area kung ito ay check natin. Kasi nga, ang ating formula is A is equal to length times width. So, let us check. So, the formula again for our rectangular area is length times width. So, substitute the value of A, which is 44 square meter. Our length dito kanina is 11 meters. And our width is 4 meters. So, 11 times 4 is equal to 44. So, our correct answer is, the value ay natin is 4 and 11 meters. So, that's it. Okay, para ma-assess natin kung may natutunan kayo sa dalawang problems natin. Okay, we have a worksheet na binigay ko sa inyo noong Wednesday. So, ito ang kasagutan nyo. We have the performance task and your worksheet. So, una dito, ang gagawin natin is to find the quadratic equation in the box which corresponds to each verbal sentence below. Dito ay pipili kayo sa given box natin o yung nasa loob ng box natin kung ano yung nagre-represent ng ating mga mathematical sentence dito or verbal sentence. Pero hindi siya agad-agad makukuha. Kailangan mo munang mag-represent para mag-arrive ka sa quadratic equation. Sa letter B naman, you're going to solve the problem and check your answers. So, kailangan ipakita yung complete steps para magkaroon kayo ng 5 points. So, ito yung ating problem. So, isa lang. Then, may corresponds mga questions tayo o follow-up questions na kailangang sagutin. Para naman sa inyong worksheet, this is multiple choice. So, read the question carefully and write the letter of the correct answer on the line before each number. So, ito yung example ng inyong worksheet na naibigay sa inyo noong nag-distribution ng modules. Okay, so that's all for this module 3. So before we end, okay, I want to say this quotation: God used all the problems and challenges of life for divine purposes. So ang Diyos ay hindi tumitingin sa kaguluhan tulad ng nakikita natin, kung saan nakikita natin ang stress, nakikita niya ang opportunities, kung saan nakikita natin ang crisis, nakikita niya ang paglago at pagpapabuti. Ang layunin ng Diyos sa mga oras ng kagupitan at gulo ay upang turuan tayo ng mahalagang aral. Inilaan ang mga ito upang turuan at palakasin tayo. And we will learn from them and ride out these storms of life. We will see the great promise fulfilled. So that's all. Thank you. So see you again sa susunod na episode ng Learn Math with Teacher Nath. So see you. Goodbye.